Is this an excuse for them, Hamilton?
I don't know. On one hand, at least like they get to stick around and like get acclimated over there for a couple of weeks. It is an interesting thing that they just started doing a couple of years ago, having teams hang around and play back-to-back games overseas.
Yeah.
They are favored. Odds did just come out for all of these international games as well, by the way. They are favored in both. They're 2.5 point favorites over the Steelers, seven
Wow.
point favorites over the
Wow.
Browns in that one.
I wonder how that changes if the Steelers, of course, add a quarterback or if the Vikings do. Who knows what's going to happen? However, gosh, that's super interesting. I would say this, it's not an excuse because I think you'd rather play the Steel. I don't know the conditions in Dublin, but if you're the Vikings, I don't really want to play. Would it be in Pittsburgh or like how does that all shake out? Or would it be in Cleveland
Yeah.
if they were home?
Yeah, so
Home game?
it looks like for both of those would have been road games. So that's
Okay.
kind of how they all set
Nobody
that
likes
as well.
playing in
Yeah.
Cleveland. They got that lake, that wind chill. Every
Yeah.
player complains about it. It's a huge advantage for the Browns, and it's always finicky and weird, so I don't love that. So therefore, ergo, you're getting a lot. You're getting a gift here, Vikings fans. You're literally getting a gift that you don't have to go play in Pittsburgh or Cleveland. You're going to play in neutral territory with just drunk, fabulous people. So I think this is an advantage, and this only adds to me expecting you to win the Super Bowl. Okay. And it's not, by the way, Hamilton, this isn't, I mean, do I want them to win the Super Bowl? Sure. Would I love it because it's such a tortured franchise? Absolutely. But it's more like, no, you better. You better. I'm putting what I never do. I'm putting all the heat on them. All right here. All right here. Oh, I don't know what's going on. My Zoom is on the air. Okay. Yeah, I'm putting it's an expectation because it's all there.
Yeah.
Secondary is a thing. I get it. I'm with you guys on the secondary. That might be something to like poke a hole at. And we need to see a little bit of. But, you know, when you're not bringing in Aaron Rodgers, who could likely take this team far the way that it's built because there are no holes and they are brilliantly led and brilliantly built. And have all the talent in the prime of the biggest superstar in the NFL, Justin Jefferson's career. If you don't go out and get Aaron, then you better win it with JJ. That's how I feel. Because if they don't win it with JJ, then I will look back potentially and say, well, you could have won it with Aaron. And I don't want to have those kind of thoughts. So that's sort of how I feel. Yeah, the roster's ready to go. They've got a rebuilt O-line. I was tweeting about this yesterday. Aggressive playmaking defense. So you know, Sam takes you to 14. Is JJ an upgrade on Sam Darnold? Yes. They would have kept Sam if not. We're talking big games. They clearly think JJ, without playing a snap in the NFL, is going to take them where they need to go. And everybody tweeting, you know, like everyone tweet. Let's take a look at some of these actually. Hamilton, want to key these up? What do we got? Oh, there we go. Only excuse is because they are literally the Minnesota Vikings. Okay. And here's Mike who says the history of Minnesota sports. And this is a Vikings fan. And this one, they will never win a Super Bowl. It's written in the stars. Okay. And then there's this one playoff win since Brett Favre. I loved this one. I don't understand the hype. I mean, that's not factually accurate either, but that's a whole other story. But I want to say this. If you're using history to tell me why the 2025 Vikings can't get it done, I understand you. But you can miss me with that. Okay. I get it. And the level of torture of this fan base it surpasses every other one. Okay. Literally every other fan base throughout the years. Give me the Bears, give me the Jets. I think it's worse. Okay. But these labels and these perceptions, they're only true until they aren't, because you can't forget the Eagles were cursed too. It can never happen. Okay. They win an NFL championship in 1960. 58 years and 51 Super Bowls came and went without a single Lombardi to show. And then who shows up? St. Nick. Okay, this kid, what is happening? This was crazy. Jalen Hurts after him. And now there are two of those bad boys in that trophy case. It's all true. The labels, the curses, until they aren't. Do I have to sit here and remind you that the Chiefs were the team that can't win the big one for literally 50 years until Mahomes got there? 50, okay? And if we want to go beyond the NFL, and we should, as we are a baseball show, who is more cursed than the Cubs and the Red Sox? It's hard to get worse than Bartman. I just said his name. Bartman and Bill Buckner. And they've even won, okay? So to bring it full circle, how about a Michigan program that lost 6 straight major bowl games? got their asses kicked by Ohio State in every big game and hadn't sniffed a natty for over 25 years until who came around? And then they went 15-0 and brought it home for them. My point is, and I'm sorry that I'm like on one with this, but these tweets were insane. First of all, talking about curses and negative, you're just manifesting that. So joke's on you, you idiots who are like not, looking past that or not like willing and being on board for good things. Curses and labels and whatever else you want to say, it's always a thing until it isn't. It's not a valid excuse. It's not a valid reason. So this Vikings team with this quarterback, they're built differently. And if you're in on the Vikings, as I am, and you think, yeah, they better win the Super Bowl, they've got to win the Super Bowl, the value is there for you. And so, by the way, the Sharks love to mess with me and change odds after I make a brilliant point. So just, make sure you get in on this right now. Plus 152 to make the playoffs, which gives them the 15th longest odds there. Plus 470 to win the NFC North, which is behind the Lions and Packers. Plus 1,500 to win the NFC behind the Bucks and Niners. And they're plus 2,900 to win the Super Bowl, which is tied for 12th with the Chargers and Broncos right now. Tied for 12th is disrespectful. Okay? Disrespectful. So whatever you want to make with that, enjoy. Go to FanDuel Sportsbook. I like the odds right now.